Hey, it's Tim, and today is Shopping Mall Recon Day, and we're here. I'm here at the Twin Pines Mall, doing a little Shopping Mall Recon. You know, we have been talking about shopping malls and going to different shopping malls and finding out what's going on with shopping. How's shopping changing now when we have Amazon and we have online ordering and all kinds of things come in right to your door. You don't have to go anywhere to get it. So what's going on with the shopping malls? This shopping mall right here is called the Twin Pines Mall, and you may recognize this mall in some famous capacity, like Hollywood, like movies, Back to the Future. This is the very same mall that they shot Back to the Future. And so, currently, I am standing, just to get a good bird's eye view of the parking lot and the mall, I am standing exactly where the Twin Pines Mall sign used to stand, that later called Lone Pine Mall, if you remember it towards the end of the movie, if you caught that, because Marty ran over one of the Twin Pines Mall pines, owned by Old Man Peabody, who had this crazy idea about breeding pine trees. Anyway, he ran over one of the trees, and it became Lone Pine Mall at the end of the movie. And I never caught that until much later. But anyway, Twin Pines Mall, we are gonna go look around and see just exactly what is going on with this mall. What are they doing? What are they changing? What's happening? You'll see right there, my car is parked precisely where Doc Brown parked his van that housed the DeLorean inside from the movie, Back to the Future. Let's go look around and see what kind of things we can see. What can we learn about the mall? What can we line up from the movie shots? A little bit of a, what do you call it? A movie location. A little location thing for today and the mall. So let's go take a look. Right there you can see where my car is parked. It's right where Doc Brown had the, there's the F2 on the sign. And then of course the DeLorean went shooting across the parking lot right here. Woo! To get up to 88 miles an hour all the way across. And there's the mall. Quick history of the Twin Pines Mall here. It was built in 1975, which makes it quite a bit newer than the malls we looked at previously in San Diego. Because we're up in LA, somewhere in LA. I don't know where the heck we are. But this is really the Puente Hills Mall. But we're going to call it the Twin Pines Mall for the purpose of this video. But there's a lot of space here, and it is a 70s mall instead of a 60s mall. And there is a ton of space in these parking lots out here, like we talked about in the other videos, where they could build parking structures, and they could build parks, and they could build all kinds of places for people to live. You could live, work, eat, and play, and entertain all in the same property. And that's what they're going to do to this mall too, I found out, just by doing a little reading on the interwebs, that they're going to turn this into a live-work environment. Whoever bought the mall, they bought it in 2024, just most recently, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to change it. They're going to turn it into like the other malls. Not so much an indoor shopping experience only, but a place where you can live and go get milk in just a few minutes. When you just go down the elevator, go down the stairs, go out to the community and get milk and the things that you need. But let's take a look. As I look right over here, look at what I'm looking at. I don't know if you can see this, but right there, there's a light pole. That is light pole labeled F1, just like in the movie Back to the Future. That is where the DeLorean is parked when Marty's in the DeLorean, and Einstein is in the DeLorean, and Doc Brown's got it hooked up to remote control, and they're going to race across the parking lot. He's going to show them how to get to 88 miles an hour right through here where I'm standing with my Crocs, and right through here and on over to there. 88 miles an hour. I am standing right here is where the Lone Pine, and now we're talking the end of the movie now, where the Lone Pine Mall sign is right up there on the railing, and Marty comes up here and he sees himself blasting into the future, and the Libyans chasing Doc, which is right here by this pole right where Audrey's standing. There's the F2 pole right there, and Doc Brown's van is right there, and Marty sees himself blast off into the future, and the Libyans crash into the Fox photo hut, which is right over there, and right up here is where he trips and falls, or he kind of jumps and falls down this hill and comes rolling down the hill, and there's ivy. He must have just missed this tree, but he rolls right down here onto the curb, and there it is. But there's ivy there, and we don't want to do that today because I was going to have Audrey reenact it. Nope. But she doesn't want to. Roll down this hill in the dirt and crash into the parking lot. That's just right here. This is where that happened right here, and that railing is still there. You can see it at the Lone Pine Mall. Here at the Lone Pine Mall. This building right here has always been this blue building with this blue awning right here. You can see it in all the shots from Back to the Future that has that blue awning that's still there. And this right here was the JCPenney's right there, and it is now something else. I think there's nothing in there. The JCPenney's is gone, and whatever that was is gone too. Okay, right here you can see where Marty comes skating down the hill on his skateboard. It's 1:16 a.m. He's got the video camera to film whatever Doc's wanting to show him. He has no idea yet. He comes rolling right up here, and he comes rolling right up here to this thing where the Twin Pines Mall sign is right here, and he sees Doc right over the edge right here in the van, in the Doc Brown 24-hour scientific services. I remember when all this used to be farmland as far as the eye could see. Old man Peabody had this crazy idea about breeding pine trees. Okay, we're looking right over here now. Right over my right shoulder. Take a look over my right shoulder. You'll see this driveway coming out over here. There's cars coming at us at night when the pavement's wet and you're driving a Volkswagen bus, blue, and you've got a machine gun like an AK-47 and a guy standing on the top. That's danger, because the Libyans have found you because you gave them a shiny box that looked like a bomb made out of used pinball machine parts. And they're gonna come right over this hill right here, headlights a-blaring, looking for Doc. And here they come right now. I do need to step right in real quick and tell you Back to the Future trilogy, all three movies together as one epic story, is like my favorite trilogy movie entertainment thing of all time. I used to sit home when I was sick, at home if I was sick from school or work or whatever, and I would watch all three movies. I know them so well, and I'm so excited. I've never been here, and I am like super thrilled to be checking out this mall with you here on Shopping Mall Recon, Twin Pines Mall Edition. Let's go check out the mall and see what's going on in this mall. It's pretty much toast. I think we went in to use the bathroom, got a little preempted look at what was going on in there, but now I'm gonna show you. It's kind of a cool mall too. It's shaped like an X, and it was built under two different phases. There was a phase 1, 1975, phase 2, 1976, where they continued and finished 1976 with the mall. But you go inside, let's go inside. Let's go check it out. I gotta park the car. Right now we're in the middle of the parking lot. That's not acceptable. But you know what, another thing that's really cool about here is this mall still has businesses thriving. Inside, there's still things happening. And the other side of the mall, the parking lot is hustle bustle, beehive of activity. On this side, it's fantastically barren. There's nothing going on over here. There's a few other people here checking out the Back to the Future location. They're getting in their car right there. And otherwise, it's dead over here. It's dead. This is like a dead mall parking lot, which is weird because this is the best side. I'm very excited to be here at the Twin Pines Mall. Let's go inside. We're going to the mall now, and right outside, there's a sign here, Makino Sushi and Seafood Buffet. And this is dead. There's nothing going on here. No seafood buffet outside. No patio seating. Sign says, sorry, section closed. There's odd. We're gonna go inside. It's a scorching 90-something degrees out here today, so we're gonna go inside the Twin Pines Mall where the air conditioning, actually it's probably not on. Now, look at how there's nobody right here. It's kind of dead. They've got the military recruiting place in here. And although it's very 70s in here, very brown, it never got upgraded. But it's nice. It's nice. It just kind of, I don't think the air's on, and the air is kind of stagnant, and so it has a moisture smell to it, a little bit of a taste. You can kind of taste 1975 or so in your mouth. It's weird. They've got some construction walls up on this escalator. They don't want you going up these escalators right here. This store, whatever it was, gone. Closed up shop. Look at, there's a nice lounging area right here with the natural light comes in through the ceiling. You can sit here and have your snack whilst shopping. This is called the Fashion Q. The Q stands for closed. Nobody's in there. And then this down here at the end is the entrance to the mall the department store that was at the end, and I don't know what it was. Maybe some local could tell me. It's the one outside with the blue awning, we couldn't tell what it was. May have been a Macy's or something, but that is gone and closed. This place is gone too, whatever it was. This end of the mall is definitely worse for wear. There's a Hollister. It used to be a Hollister. Now somebody has to create a store here using this facade. You could go into one door, I think it was the men's side, and go into the other door. To the other side was the women's side of Hollister. This is really cool how they do the front. Look at, there's these canopies that come down for whatever reason to show that the store was closed during regular operation. sorry, this store's closed. This mall is shaped kind of like an X, and you can see everything over here is completely shut down. They've got the taxi, the fun quarter rides. Remember, it used to just be like a horse or a wagon, or maybe it was a motorcycle. Now you got like a taxi to choose from. You got a race car. You've got that. Oh, that one's got a screen on it. There's a pizza car. What? John Phipps. John Phipps. This is your car. John Phipps's car is right here. We're in the central axis, if you will, the central axis of the mall. It's very quiet here. And they've got this gigantic, this ginormous ceiling that's skylights all around. It's beautiful, very grand. And you'd think that there'd be like a huge chandelier right there, but there's not. There's a camera hanging from the ceiling that's kind of rotating and turning. You probably can't see it, but there should be a light fixture there, but it's a camera. The ceiling in this place is ginormous. Now, this is a two-story mall. Two-story mall, there's escalators, you can go up. This is a great mall. I don't know why, and it's a nice area too. I don't know why this wouldn't thrive as much as it has not. We're in this central corridor. Escalators. They've even got all the escalators on. Okay, here's the store. Here's some possible concept art, because it doesn't look anything like that now, but they might keep all this area. Look, they've got these cool like stair areas where you can sit and contemplate. She's contemplating what she's going to do this afternoon. These people are talking in conversation, having their lunch. These people are on a date right here. They're on a date and they're walking down. He's taking her to the movies maybe. This guy is rocking out some tunes for everyone to hear. What a nice environment this will be at the Twin Pines Mall. Actually, it's probably going to be called the Lone Pine Mall, because that's what it is now. Here's a Galaxy Coffee, which has a striking resemblance to the Starbucks lettering on the Galaxy Coffee. That's what it's going to look like. Over here, we've got construction walls up. This whole wing is closed down. The sign tells us the Sears is up here, so of course we'll know that used to be where the Sears is gone. I tried to open this door earlier to get in so I could get a sneak peek, but it wasn't. It's locked really well. There's the restrooms. The restrooms were open. We used them. This place is closed. This place is closed. And now realize, if I just show you all these stores that are closed, you'll probably hang up on the video. And I don't want you to hang up on the video, so we're going to try to just do the highlights. So stay with us. We're finding, down in this corridor, there are some stores that are open. Let's do that. It would be interesting to find out that the people that own these chairs are more profitable than some of the stores in here right now, because this place is a ghost town. Okay, the Cultivate is closed. Wow, this place is dead. I hope I don't keep saying that. Now, the sport, it's not even just sports, it's collectibles. The collectible store, Collector's Outlet, like we've seen in many other malls, seems to be okay. They've got stuff in there. Closed. Design Furniture, closed. Shift Studio Cuts. Is that closed? Yep. Recently closed. All their furniture is still in there. This place, closed. Oh, wait, it was ice cream. The ice cream place is gone. Oh, man. And right next to it, we have a sign that says, Your Passion, Your Dreams. Oh, there it is. There it is. The Wetzel's Pretzels. Every mall, minimum, one Wetzel's Pretzels required. But we made it all the way to the other side, and there's an AMC theater over here, and I have a feeling that this movie theater is what really keeps this building open and going. And there's a bowling alley. We're going to go see that in a minute. Who needs some lashes? Now, when I think lashes, I'm thinking, 10 lashes. You've done something wrong and you need 10 lashes. But these are luxury lashes, and you can get, they're seductive. Let's see if I can show you that. Seductive, night out, if you want the night out lashes. Barbie Dreams, iconic, eye candy lashes. All right. It depends on what kind of motif, what kind of mood you're in, diva, what kind of mood you're in to choose your lashes. Very funny. Very funny, Tim. Hi. I'm thinking this gives me some It's a Small World vibes. Right here with the cactus. I don't know why, with the cactus and the hat and the pink. We've got an elephant with a ball and some circus animals on the roundy round thing. I wonder if it is a quarter. It used to be a quarter. Let's see. I don't know how much it is. Oh, 4 quarters. It's $1. That's not too bad. That's not too bad with inflation. Well, this sucks. If you're coming down, you're good. But if you go up, you gotta, I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. I'm going up the down. I gotta do 2 steps at a time. Up the down, up the down, up the down, up the down. Yes! Now I got a cramp. I just came up the down escalator. I need to tell you, this place is very 1970s, and I'm kind of digging the vibe. All the browns and the rusty color and the brown lounging areas, the little nooks and crannies, very 1970s in its design. We're here in the very dark and vacant food court area. It is dark over here, and there's only a few lights right here. It's interesting. There's skylights over there where you're gonna sit and eat, but over here, the Tacos Mexico is closed. It looks like it's closed permanently. Oh, it's under new management. Under new management. Right there. It looks like the manager didn't show up today. We missed Taco Tuesday by 1 day. 95 cents for tacos. Oh, it's Torta Wednesday. All day for $4.50. But nobody's here at the Tacos Mexico. We are getting kind of hungry. So we're gonna get some food in a little bit later. But this place is gone, closed. Tokyo Grill. Looks like it's very recently closed. They haven't even taken their menu down. All right. There's a surfing is permitted here. Oh, like internet surfing. I get it. Free Wi-Fi is available in the food court. Okay, they're gonna give us some new eateries here at the Lone Pine Mall. And it's gonna look like that. That looks very real. Nah, somebody that's fake. She's been copy and pasted into that scene. And actually, what this ends up being is a place for people to just hang out. People are here just hanging out, probably using the Wi-Fi, no doubt. Just hanging out in the 1970s round booth. Look at these round booths. Very old school. I like it. I like it. Oh, look at this. Kind of has like the seating over here has kind of a cool vibe with the padded wall and the tri lamps and the padded wall. Yeah, that's very loungy. It looks like a lounge. It's loungy. Man, they got a lot of these chairs. Massage chairs. There's me. There's Audrey. We're walking the Lone Pine Mall. The upstairs is dead. Dead. Okay, this place over here is called Sweet Dreams. Now it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and Sweet Dreams is full of apparel, but they're not open today. I wonder if they're just open on select days. You have to make an appointment. Maybe you have to make an appointment to come in to the Sweet Dreams shop. Things are 50% off. They've got sales starting at $9.99 for tank tops and shirts. They've got the Bass Pro Shop. That seems to be a thing these days, is the Bass Pro Shop's logo on everything. But this one says Street Dreams. This looks like a full-on popular, super cool 70s, 80s mall, right? Look how cool this is. And they're gonna knock it down or something. The Lone Pine Mall, look, there's a guy down there reading a book or something. There's people just hanging out everywhere. It's a cool hangout spot where it's not so hot outside. Okay, this is called Round One, bowling and amusement. And they've got a giant opportunity for a sick pick right here with the bowling pin, giant bowling pin. Let's go see what this looks like. A overload of stimulation. Stimulation overload. Look at these claw games. Holy moly, macaroni. Oh, giant hungry hippos. Giant hungry hippos. There's some balls in there. I am losing my mind. Look at this place. I don't know how long I can stay in here. You can win these plushy things, and there's blinking, flashing lights everywhere. Ah! Look at this robot thing. Oh, I don't like it. It's making me crazy. This is kind of a cool bowling alley. Look at this place. I have never seen a bowling alley like this. The bowling alleys I'm used to are directly from the 70s. They haven't changed anything except for they got computers now. Look at there's lounging. Look at this. Wow. Take a look at these balls. They got these blue balls, purple balls, orange balls, more purple balls. Attention. Please return bowling balls and shoes here at the bowling alley. All right, that's enough of that. We got to get out of that store. That was crazy. Crazy blinky lights and everything. Look at this view down here. I like this mall. I like this mall. Too bad it's 2 hours from my house, and soon you won't be able to shop here. All right, I think we're kind of done inside. You can see that this mall is pretty much toast, and they're going to redo a lot of it. Knock it down, remodel it, change it, make it something different. Okay, we're leaving the mall, and I almost forgot to show you something fantastic. That is really what happened. I was leaving, we're walking out, and I forgot to show you this. This is not the original sign. This says the Twin Pines Mall, and we know now that it's called the Lone Pine Mall. The Twin Pine Mall is no more because Marty ran over one of the trees, leaving one tree, and the whole Twin Pines thing was erased from existence. And it became the Lone Pine Mall. So this sign is no longer in use. They're using the Lone Pine Mall, but of course, actually in all trueness, this sign is a replica. It's not from the movie. It is not screen used, but somebody made it, I understand. You can check the interwebs for that. Somebody made it, and it's on display here in the mall for you to see and enjoy. Let's see if I can. Oh. Okay, we've just exited the mall, and that is it. That is it for the mall sequence. The mall portion of this video. We've got one more stop. We'll just leave it as a surprise until we get there. One more stop to do, so don't hang up yet. We got one more thing to do. Let's go. Wait. Don't go yet. I want to show you something. We've come to another location up here in the Los Angeles area, and take a look at this tree that is right behind me above my head, and you might recognize this tree as a good tree for bird watching, or if you're a peeping Tom. This tree right here, and the limbs, probably not that limb that's there exactly right now, but a limb that is no longer, or the tree has grown up higher, but you could see, if you wanted to, right into that upper window, and see Lorraine Bates McFly changing into her whatever. He was a peeping Tom, and he was up on this limb right here somewhere, looking to the window, and it's kind of cool. We are on the street right here. This is Lorraine's house from Back to the Future. I got to tell you, just before we go any further, how beautiful this street is. We were driving through horrid towns and heat and stuff, and it's beautiful here. There's shade and all these beautiful craftsman houses all up and down the street. And there's 3 houses. Maybe 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 houses on this street that we can point out that are from Back to the Future. We're gonna do that real quick. But look on the street right here on the curb. It says right here, GEO McFly fell from this tree. Right here on the curb. And it says right here, 1985. Somebody has given us a sign. It's a sign. And then, I mean, this tree is gigantic, right? Look at the trunk of this tree. Let's go around here on the sidewalk. There's also an inscription in the sidewalk right here. It says, Back to the Future, filmed here, 1985. They're telling us that right here is the tree that George McFly fell out of. And Lorraine's dad came down, and one of these damn kids jumped in front of his car again. Okay, also right next door to that is if you remember in Back to the Future Part 2, Biff's walking down the street, and there's some kids playing ball, and they've got a ball, and they're playing with it, and Biff takes the ball, and they say, Biff, give us our ball back, and he hucks it up onto the patio. the porch. And that is his house right here. There's like a patio up there, a porch thing, and he hucks the ball up onto the porch, and they're all mad at him, and they're like, Biff, oh, Biff. And they're all mad at him, and he walks down, I want to get my car, Grandma. And Biff's grandma's house is right down here. There's the hedge. There's the hedge right there. This is Biff's grandma's house. I'm going to get my car, Grandma. But when he comes back, and Marty, in episode 2, and Marty's in the back seat of his car hiding, and they go down the driveway right here and go behind the house and just barely fit. That's the same hedge from the movie, from the shot. This is 1809, craftsman style house. Okay, we are going to shimmy down the street a little bit further because we're going to see George I'm going to walk down the middle of the street because it's real pretty. This is a very pretty street. Look at these trees. I love it. Just a few houses down. I have to think that the person that's in charge of finding set locations hit a bullseye. What do you call it? Hit a jackpot on this street because he found a whole bunch of real nice spots to film a 1955 neighborhood. All right, so right here, okay, all right, here we are. Right there is the home of George McFly. We're gonna head to the sidewalk right here and look up. Remember George McFly lived here? I seem to think there was a walkway at the middle of the grass, but maybe there wasn't. But what a beautiful home. Look at this. Beautiful house. But this is where George McFly lived. He lived right here in 1955, where Darth Vader came down from the planet Vulcan and told him if he didn't take Lorraine to the dance that he was going to melt his brain. That happened right here in this beautiful craftsman home at 1711. I don't even know what street we're on. Right here. Isn't this a great house? Look at this. Look at this. Right in front of George's house right there. Look at this tree limb. It goes up, because I'm into nature and stuff. Look at how it gets all gnarly right there and knurled. It's knurled. And it makes a couple turns before going up. Let me see if I can get a better shot. Look at this tree has it too. These trees all have these gnarly branches. I love that. It's cool. This is such a beautiful street. Isn't that cool? I love it. George McFly's house. Lorraine's house right down there. Peeping Tom in the middle of the street. Yeah, I was saying earlier, as I walk back down, we're going to walk back down to Lorraine's house real quick, that the person in charge of, whoever that is, in charge of finding the places to do the scenes, like sets and backdrops and, whoever found this for the movie did such a great job. And how do they find this stuff? And once you do find it, how do you go about, he had to walk up and down the street and petition all these, pick the one he liked the best for different scenes or whatever. Maybe it started with George McFly's house, which is funny because it's only in like 1 or 2 scenes and it's just the front. How they pick those scenes to do, and how, you write a letter, you knock on the door, hi, I'm with so-and-so movie department, we want to make a movie here. Would that be all right with you? Do you care? We'll give you some money, and then millions of people will flock to your house for the rest of your life while you live here, and you'll probably want to move. Do they tell them that? Is that like a disclosure? It's right there. Lorraine's house. Peeping Tom. We weren't here long enough. We've only been here for like 10 minutes, and I wanted to stay a little longer. But the Peeping Tom house right there. Now, of course, inside was a set, The outside was just the George falling on the, hey, you on the bike. All right, so we're walking down the street, and I'm thinking about the movie Back to the Future, and Marty McFly, he's in the diner, in Lou's Diner, and he meets his dad for the first time, George McFly. And Biff comes in and wants his homework and all that kind of stuff. And so then his dad leaves, gets out, and he rides his bike down the street. Right before he catches him in the tree, being a peeping Tom, Marty McFly comes as if he's run down the street from Lou's Diner, and he enters the neighborhood right here. And he enters the neighborhood through, it looks like he comes, it's not like the corner, like he's running down the street, but it looks like he's coming from behind a hedge or something for reals in the movie. Let's take a look. I think I found that spot right here. Okay. Lorraine's house is right there, that one right there, and the tree is right over there. And so he runs down the sidewalk right here, going this way, but he's come from behind a hedge, which I believe is this hedge right here. It seems to make sense that it would be this hedge right here, because look, I've got the shot on my phone, if we can see it. He comes behind that hedge. Now and then there's an old car back there, and there's a tree. There's really nothing to line it up with, but I think it's that hedge right there where he comes from behind there. And it looks like he's coming down the street, but he's really just coming out from behind that hedge right there. And he runs down the street right here. to go peep Lorraine while she's changing. And apparently he knows what time to be there because he's in a hurry. He's booking it. He knows she changes her clothes in that window every day at that same time. So he's got it planned out because he's a peeping Tom. Also, a bit of irony, I guess this is. He comes from behind that hedge right there. That's it. The hedge right there. And George McFly's actual house that they used in the filming, probably not intended, is right across the street. The actual house where George McFly supposedly lives is right there. And where Marty comes from behind the bushes is right there. It's right across the street. And Lorraine, her house is only one house away. That greenhouse is in between George McFly. They were neighborhood. She's the girl next door. Literally next door. Okay, that's it for reels. Walking down the street, Back to the Future street right here with these trees. Beautiful. Thanks for coming. Thanks for tuning in today and seeing this video is actually Shopping Mall Recon, and we're done with that. We're done. So thanks for watching. Appreciate you. See you. Bye. I wonder if people know that live right here in this area that they filmed Back to the Future right there. Do they know, people driving around doing their thing, do they know what happened right there in their neighborhood?